Shalom. I want to give all praises to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Ha, Racha, Chodash, Ma'amah. Double honors to the elder apostles of GMS and their elders. Double honors to my elder, Aharawan Ban Yasharalu of the Lions Den Camp, located here in Jacksonville, Florida. Also, salutations to the sincere Akim, pushing his truth and sincerity around the four corners of this earth. I'm Nakar Harab Ban Yasharala, coming out of the Lions Den Camp of Yasharala, located here in Jacksonville, Florida. Now today, I'll be coming out with a lesson, and the Bishop Kanak of this camp, he put this little article in the group chat. So without further ado, as you can see, it is talking about North Korea, Salakia, and their preparations to become more militarized, to make ready for war. And this is just prophecy happening. These other nations are banding together. They're getting their arsenal up. They're boasting or boistering, I should say, or boosting Salakia, their ranks. They're getting prepared to go to war. So without further ado, I'm gonna read this little article. It says North Korean leader Kim Jong-un dismissed the military's top general and called for more preparations for the possibility of a war. And when it comes down to it, the Lord is putting these thoughts of war into the minds of these other heathen nations to come against Babylon America and ultimately fight among themselves, because they're going to be vying for power. They're going to be fighting for power when Yahweh Shai show up over there in the valley of Jehoshaphat, or Yahweh Shaphat, the Heavenly Father's judgment seat. But let's continue. But it says again, North Korean leader Kim Jong-un dismissed the military's top general and called for more preparations for the possibility of a war, a boost in weapons production, and expansion of military drills, state media KCNA reported on Thursday. So today is the 10th, so this was yesterday. These other nations are getting ready. It's just that point. It's just that plain and simple. But let's continue. It says Kim made the comments at a meeting of the Central Military Commission, which discussed plans for countermeasures to deter North Korea's enemies, which it did not name, the report said. And we all know, one of the main enemies of North Korea. We're not going to name no names, Babylon. But let's continue. America. Let's continue. It says General, what's that? Rai Young Gil was named to replace the military's top general. So the Kim Jong Un guy, he's moving his subordinates around that's under him. He putting in people that's gonna do exactly what they say. That's probably not gonna second guess him. But let's continue. It says Ri Young Gil was named to replace the military's top general. Chief General Staff Pak Soo-il, KCNA reported, without elaborating. It was unclear if Rai would retain his role as defense minister. Whatever that's going on with that, the Lord got that set up. But ultimately, when it comes down to it, the Lord, he gonna put the spirit on these other heathen nations to really that evil thought. He's gonna put it in the hearts of these other nations, and they're gonna attack America. Cause that's really what this is for. That's what Kim Jong Un is really preparing for. He's preparing for a war against Babylon America. But let's continue. It says Kim also set a target for the expansion of weapons production capacity, the report says. So he wants to ramp up his weapons production. He wants to He wants to expand the capacity, how much he has. It says without providing details. And of course, they ain't provide no details because you open your mouth, loose lips sink ships. But let's continue. It says last week he visited weapons factories where he called for more missile engines, artillery, and other weapons to be built. So he's calling for these things to be increased. It says photos released by KCNA showed Kim pointing at Seoul and areas surrounding the South Korean capital on the map. Because as you know, South Korea is aligned with Babylon America. Since the United States has accused North Korea of providing arms to Russia. See, they're still trying to push that Russia is the bad guy. Russia is picking on everybody, but that's a tired old song. That's tired. But of course, Babylon America is accusing North Korea of providing arms to Russia for its war in Ukraine, including artillery shells, rockets, and missiles. Russia and North Korea have denied those claims. And of course, America has to lie, so it may or may not be true. But I'm continuing. And it says Kim also called for the military to conduct drills with the country's latest weapon and equipment to keep its forces ready for combat. So Kim Jong Un is like, hey, we need our people trained on the latest equipment that we have to keep them what? To keep them battle ready. Kim Jong Un is basically like, we making sure we break a sweat ready. You know, he want them trained on the latest equipment to what? To keep his forces ready for combat. North Korea is set to stage a militia parade on September 9th, which was yesterday. Today is the 10th. And it says making or marking, Salakia, the 75th anniversary of the day of the foundation of the Republic. North Korea has a number of paramilitary groups it uses to bolster its military forces. The U.S. and South Korea are scheduled to hold military drills between August 21st and 24th, which North Korea sees as a threat to its security. Yep. So basically, it's not that North Korea sees South Korea as a threat. It is America and being allied with South Korea that they seeing as a threat. And the truth of the matter is, Babylon America is a threat to these other nations. But without further ado, let's get right into it. This is Joel chapter 3, and I'm going to start at verse 9. It says, proclaim ye this among the Gentiles. Prepare war. Wake up the mighty men. Let all the men of war draw near. Let them come up. So it says, proclaim among the Gentiles, these spiritual Gentiles, i.e. these heathens. It says, prepare war. Is not Kim Jong-un preparing for war? Is he not preparing? Is he not getting ready? Is he not having his soldiers trained on the latest combat apparatuses and or equipment that he's having built? Prepare war. Wake up the mighty men, the armies. Let all the men of war draw near. Let them come up, meaning get them ready. Prepare to fight. Verse 10. Beat your plowshares into swords and your pruning hooks into spears. Let the weak say, I am strong. Once upon a time, North Korea was considered weak. But now the weak is saying what? They are strong. You seen right here. Kim Jong-un is calling for an increase in its military power, capacity, weapons, and so forth and so forth. He's beating those plowshares into swords, getting ready for war. Now North Korea is now saying, what? I am strong. But once upon a time, North Korea was a supposed weak country, oppressed by Babylon America, like they do everywhere. But let's continue. Verse 11, it says, assemble yourselves and come all ye heathen, and gather yourselves together round about. Thither cause thy mighty ones to come down, O Lord Yahweh. So it says, assemble yourselves together, all ye heathens. So the Lord is going to assemble all these heathens together to get them to fight one another and go to war. Gather yourselves together round about thither, cause the mighty ones to come down, O Yahweh. So once these other nations start fighting over there in the valley of Jehoshaphat and things really get turned up, guess who's showing up? Yahweh Shai in the heavenly host. Those are the mighty ones that the Lord is going to cause to come down. The chariots, the angels, Second Esdras 13. They're going to be fighting. And when Yahweh Shai show up, they're going to turn and they're going to all try to unify to fight Yahweh Shai. And they're going to be scared out their draws, but they still going to fight because the Lord going to put the spirit on them to make them fight. And Yahweh Shai is going to obliterate them, destroy them. But let's continue. Verse 12. Let all the heathen be wakened and come up to the valley of Jehoshaphat, or Yahweh Shaphat. For there will I sit to judge all the heathen round about. So the Lord is gathering these other nations. He's prepping these other nations to get ready for war. He's putting that spirit on them. He's churning their minds up, making them think to prepare for war, making them think things, making them increase their military weapons, increase their power, their military power. Let all the heathen be wakened, meaning assembled together in the valley of Jehoshaphat, because the Lord is about to sit and judge them there. He's going to destroy them. Verse 13. It says, put ye in the sickle, for the harvest is ripe. Come, get you down, for the press is full, the fats overflow, for the wickedness is great. So everything is being set. The time of judgment, the time of destruction, you can see, the time of harvest, because everything is right, meaning everything is perfect for the Lord to do what He's going to do, because the wickedness is great. Everything is set. The Heavenly Father has set it up. Everything is set. It's like a movie. I'll just say that it's like a movie, and and when you look at it, you enjoy a real good movie. When a director directs a good movie and it's a great movie, you'll watch that movie over and over. But here right now, give this semblance. We're living in the movie. This is the Most High's movie. This is His show, and He set everything up to go the way He wanted to go, and He is watching it. Verse 14, my last point. It says, multitudes, multitudes, the valley of decision, for the day of the Lord Yahweh is near, in the valley of decision. So these multitudes upon multitudes, these armies, these nations' armies, they're going to be in the valley of decision, i.e. the Heavenly Father's judge, the place of judgment. For the day of the Lord Yahweh is near, in His valley of decision. And what He's going to decide to destroy these other nations for what they did to the children of Israel, and because of wickedness is great in the earth. So what we see is prophecy taking place, and it will continue to happen this way. Thus saith Yahweh B'Hashem Yahushai. And with that, Shalom.